I'm Jay Horton. I make movies that make money. This is how. There's definitely if you build it, they will come mentality amongst many filmmakers. That if you just make a movie and make it good, everything else will just magically work out. That if you just keep your head down, do good work, the work will speak for itself. And honestly, that would be great. I would love to live in that world. But here's the real, raw real. We do not live in that world. Now, it certainly doesn't hurt for your movie to be good, but making the movie good is just one of many components that come into play when it comes to determining a film's success in the marketplace. Unfortunately, it's just not as simple as good equals success. It's not. Good movies fail, bad movies become hits, and vice versa. The market is saturated. It is saturated AF. That means as fuck. And the methods for getting a movie into the marketplace have gotten easier. Like it or lump it, this has brought the overall value of independent films down. Good films and bad films alike. So no, just making a good movie is not enough. It does not guarantee you any kind of success. Problem is, in this day and age, there are thousands of other filmmakers out there doing good work. And probably more doing bad, but whatever. There were more independent films made in the last couple of years than in the last 25 years prior. If I was being more hyperbolic, I'd venture to say since the dawn of film. A shitload more product means overall pay for that product is down. So yeah, that was kind of a downer opening. So what can we do about it? How can we stand out? How can we make that money? We gotta get eyeballs on our stuff. And in order to get more eyes on your movie, self-promotion is more important than it's ever been. Unless you have a very robust budget set aside for promotion, you're gonna have to do a lot, or even all of it, all yourself. And that means, yeah, gross, self-promotion. And this is where a lot of filmmakers falter. I guess the problem is many filmmakers feel self-promotion makes them sound pretentious or boastful or self-centered. And while excessive self-promotion can come off bad, especially when it's done wrong, it's super important to know how to do it effectively to rise above your competition. Here's a few quick self-promotion tips. 1, make it about the audience, not you. How does your movie add value to the audience? Really think about that. And when you promote, keep that in mind. 2, promote others. Yeah, it's easier to toot someone else's horn. So mix up any self-promotional posts with posts for other filmmakers out there. Take the spotlight off yourself from time to time. Then as you get more comfortable with it, start using those techniques when you're talking about yourself. 3, ask questions. Seek out input as opposed to just saying, hey, check out my movie. I made a couple of Bigfoot documentaries, so often I'd post a link to the documentary with a simple post asking, do you believe in Bigfoot? Or why do you believe in Bigfoot? Simple question, but it got a lot of responses and interaction that led to many click-throughs. Remember, the key to social media promotion is interaction. That should be your number one goal, and then the click-throughs will come from that. Click-throughs are not the goal. Interaction is the goal. Click-throughs are the result. The more people interact with you, the more your future posts will be seen by them and other people, and that will eventually lead to more click-throughs. Social media promotion is a long game. It's not all about the current post that you're making. I was curious to hear what you folks think about self-promotion, so I went into a few Facebook groups and subreddits and asked some filmmakers for their thoughts on self-promotion. Personally, I love speaking to people about things I know. Has no doubt, you can tell. But whether it be filmmaking or screenwriting, renovating kitchens or bathrooms, it's about the work. Let the work speak for itself. If you need self-promotion, let others supply it. Or hire somebody to be your publicist. Then do what they tell you. If you are going to do your own self-promotion, promote the work. At some point, when you're good enough, others will promote you. Here's that old thinking rearing its ugly head. I totally understand where this person is coming from, but this is just not a realistic approach for a filmmaker today. Yes, we can all come up with famous examples that follow that paradigm, but it's important to remember that those famous examples, they won the lottery. For every talented filmmaker that made it by letting the work speak for itself, there's 100 others that made it through self-promotion. And I'd say probably a good % of those who were perceived to have let the work speak for itself were actually masters at self-promotion. See David Lynch. See Quentin Tarantino. Promotion is part of the job. However, think about promotion as storytelling, documenting your filmmaking journey on a daily basis, the highs, lows, milestones, processes, festivals, awards, interviews, etc. For the most part, filmmakers and... That's me. For the most part, filmmakers and most of the filmmaking groups seem to be down with self-promotion, which gives me some hope. Now, let's see if we can learn to self-promote well. But whatever you do, keep making movies.